Let's try to do the GRN now for this particular purchase order, because you will also find some of the changes. Although, as I told you, there are a lot of changes in terms of the screens, but once we complete all these things, then we'll move to Fiori. So complete scenario we'll see on Fiori also. But before that, let me show you from the functionality point of view, not from the user screen point of view, what has been changed. So what I'll do is I will take this purchase order number and I'll proceed towards the transaction Migo. Okay, now in Migo, again the screen, as you can see, it is very much similar to what we were able to see earlier. There is no change in the Migo screen. I'll enter the storage location and I'll click on item OK. Again, the same process what I was following earlier. Okay, and if I try to save it now, see, this is a completely new error. This error you will not get in ECC. Okay, what is the error? Error is material ledger is not activated for valuation area as log. Now in ECC, this is not a new functionality. Material ledger is not a new functionality. It was available in ECC also. The difference was in ECC, material ledger was optional. So if I am a customer and if I feel that I need the material ledger functionality, I can activate it. If I think no, that is not required, no problem, I can keep it off. But now with SAP S/4HANA, material ledger is mandatory for each and every plant. I think we already discussed this when we had the theoretical session, but let me give you the complete picture of what exactly this functionality is. So let's say, for example, if you are a customer and your company is working throughout the world, they have the offices throughout the world, and they have the headquarters in US while the company is operating out of India. So your plant is, let's say plant is operating out of India. So whatever transactions you do in your plant, your normal or local currency is INR. Whatever transactions you will do, you are issuing something or you are receiving something, that will come at a particular price which will be updated in INR, since that is your local currency. Now on top of that, there is a requirement from the headquarters that whatever transactions you are doing in materials management, not only it should be updated in your own currency, but it must be also updated in the headquarters currency, which is USD. Now this is something which is only available in SAP if you are using the material ledger functionality. So if this is a scenario, this is one scenario, there are another one or two scenarios also, like actual costing. I'll tell you what is actual costing. Actual costing is again one of the functionality which is the part of material ledger, which allows you to keep a track of the actual costing of your material. See, normally what happens is, there are a lot of scenarios, but I'll just give you one example. You purchase the material at, let's say 100 USD, and let's say 10 quantity. You purchase 10 quantity at 100 USD, and you already sold this material. So COGS is already booked with 100 USD. But later on you realized, when the bill has come, you realized that it was not costed at 100 USD, bill is came as 150 USD. So what will happen in that case? The material is already issued, the wrong COGS has been booked. So you need to pass the manual journal voucher entry to rectify these entries. But if you are using material ledger functionality, in that case, you will not be, it will not be dependent on your manual entries. It will automatically adjust, it will automatically pass the adjustment entries in the background. So this is the functionality which is available from the controlling point of view. But now, a customer, if he is looking for one of this functionality, which is one is, he is looking for parallel currency where he wants to update all the records in USD also, or maybe he is looking for actual costing. In that case, he can decide, yes, let's go for material ledger. But what about the customer who don't have this requirement at all, who is happy with using the only in one currency? He's not operating out of the world. There is only one plant and he's happy in maintaining in INR. And from the second point of view, actual costing point of view also, since there are a lot of configuration, lot of processes involved, he want to keep that away. He's happy to go away with manual adjustments because there are not much transactions. So for them, till today, it was not mandatory, and customers were they were allowed to choose whether they want to use it or not. But what is the problem? The problem was, If you are using the material ledger functionality, it involves separate set of tables. There are 10 or 12 different tables which are only required if you are using material ledger functionality. And if you are not using that functionality, then SAP provides the traditional inventory valuation tables which are already available in ECC. So in ECC, you have 10 or 12 tables which are related to old valuation, and there are another 10 or 12 tables which are related to material ledger valuation. And it is also possible in ECC that at one of the plant, you activate material ledger, and at another plant, you don't activate material ledger. So let's say I have two plants. In one of the plant, material ledger is active, and other plant material ledger is not active. So what is happening? Whenever I am doing the transaction for the plant where material ledger is active, one set of table is getting updated. And when I am doing the transaction on the other plant, my traditional valuation tables are getting updated. And if I want a consolidated report, I need to pick some data from non-inventory valuation tables and some information from material ledger valuation tables, which is creating the slowness. And unnecessarily, there are multiple tables which are involved. So what is the solution? Now SAP has made material ledger as mandatory, which means now the old valuation tables will not be available anymore. They will not be updated anymore. But the problem is, if I don't want to use the functionality of parallel currency, if I don't want to use actual costing, then why should I activate that functionality? The answer from SAP is, we are only telling you to activate material ledger technically. We are not asking you to activate actual costing, activate parallel currencies. They are still optional. If you activate that functionalities, you will get that reports. If you don't activate, the benefit you will be getting is now the data will be stored in common tables, material ledger valuation tables. So you are getting rid of 10 to 12 tables, irrespective of whether you are actually using the material ledger functionalities or not. Technically, you need to activate that functionality so that these tables can be completely removed. Okay, and there is only one valuation. Currently, for one set of plant, you are going for normal valuation. For one set of plant, you are going for material ledger valuation. Even from the reporting point of view, if you are looking for the consolidated reports, you are picking some data from old tables, some data from new tables. That is anyways not going to be required because now everything is going to be available in the new set of tables. On top of that, so let's say for example, earlier there were 12 tables in the traditional valuation, 12 tables were there in the material ledger valuation. So there were around 24 tables. Out of 24 tables, as we said, normal inventory valuation is not at all available. So 12 tables are anyways completely removed. Now we are left with 12. Even more than that, now these 12 tables are also simplified. Simplified means out of 12, there will be around 4 to 5 tables now. Not all these 12 tables are required because of the simplification which is available in Simple Finance. In Simple Finance, material ledger was already simplified in 1503. Even when logistics was not at all available, simplified logistics was not at all available, material ledger tables were simplified. So ultimately, you are from 24 tables, you are only going to be left with 4 to 5 tables. And most of the information which is going to be available from material ledger point of view is going to be stored in main table from Simple Finance called as AC.A, accounting document table. So that is the whole purpose of making this functionality mandatory. We are getting rid of many different tables. At the same time, we are not asking the customers to mandatorily activate the functionalities. We are only asking them from technical point of view, just activate this functionality so that the new tables will be updated only. The old tables will not be updated anymore. You got the point? What is material ledger? Why it has been made as mandatory? What are the side effects? So in short, there are no side effects because nowhere SAP is saying, no, you need to activate parallel currency or now you need to activate actual costing. Not at all. You are free to decide whether you want to use material ledger functionalities or not. But from technical point of view, yes, it has to be mandatorily activated. Okay, so how to do that now? System is saying material ledger is not activated for this plant. Valuation area is nothing but plant. Okay, so valuation area can be company code or it can be plant. So you must be knowing that in enterprise structure, let me show you that. So in enterprise structure, the first thing that you do is you specify whether your valuation area is at plant level or it is at the company code level. Define valuation level. Valuation area is plant. Okay, so each and every plant is your valuation area. And currently the error that you are getting is, if I try to post this, material ledger is not activated at this plant as log. What to do? Let's click on this and see. So it is asking you to perform two different steps. First is activate the material ledger using this transaction OMX1, and second is execute this transaction CKM start. What exactly these two things are, I'll explain you. So let's go to OMX1. This is a direct transaction. OMX1. Okay, here you can see valuation area. So our valuation area is as log, and as you can see, it is not green, which means material ledger not assigned, as you can see here. Okay, through OMX1 you can directly go to this transaction, or the other option is normally as you follow, if you can through SPRO. As I told you, material ledger functionality belongs to controlling, so you need to go to controlling. Here you need to go to product cost controlling, actual costing and material ledger, and these are 2-3 steps that you need to perform. Now there must be one question in your mind, that if this is the configuration which is related to controlling, should we touch this or controlling person will do? So that decision has to be taken internally. I will tell you the real-time scenario how exactly these things work. If customer where you are implementing SAP, he really needs the functionalities of material ledger, he is already interested in activating actual costing and parallel currency, then definitely technical activation is not sufficient. If you just activate technically, yes, material ledger is active, that will not make sense. There are a lot of other configuration also that must be done before that functionalities can be used. So in that case, definitely you are not going to touch it. You will ask your controlling counterpart to perform all these configurations. But if you are going into the company where from controlling point of view, they have very basic requirement like cost center accounting, profit center accounting, and they are not bothered about the material ledger. They don't want to use this functionality, but technically, because it is mandatory, you need to activate. In that case, you can take a decision that, okay, I will update that. Okay, but it has to be communicated properly to the project manager, or maybe if the controlling consultant is also involved, you need to tell him that, okay, this activity I can take care. So ultimately this activity belongs to whom, whether it is belonging to controlling or you, but it has a definite impact on logistics. That is the reason you need to be very careful. Otherwise, as we have seen, it will not allow you to perform a single transaction till the time material ledger is not active. Okay, so it might happen that you are working in a project in SAP S/4HANA, your counterpart from FICO point of view, he knows, he is expert in FICO area, but he doesn't know what has been changed in SAP S/4HANA. So there are 2-3 things which you can also explain him that, okay, from financial point of view, at least from integration point of view, these are the things that you need to take care of. Like you need to take care of material ledger activation. We are going to see the credit management. From credit management point of view, you need to take care of these activities. Okay, so before I talk about these activities, again there is a change in these activities if you compare 1511 and 1610. Okay, the way in which these were configured in 1511 vis-a-vis how they will be configured in 1610, there is a small change. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll first show you how this thing happens in 1511. Yes.
So you're saying that from OMX1 we need to activate this material ledger. However, if we want, we cannot. I mean, we can choose to not use that, right? But activation is mandatory. But I may not use that. I mean, as far as my project is concerned. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I'm coming to it. I'll tell you again. I'll show you how exactly this has to be done. See, for example, if I go for product cost controlling, within this, if I go for material ledger, now you can see from material ledger point of view, there are a lot of different things. Material update, actual costing, balance sheet valuation. But For us, if we just want to use this because it is mandatory, although we are not going to use the functional benefits of material ledger, in that case, all these things are not required. Only one thing is required, this one, activate valuation area for material ledger, nothing else. All these things are not mandatory, they are optional. And if they are required, definitely that will be handled by your controlling consultant. You are not going to handle this because material ledger actually belongs within controlling, as you see. But if it is only from the technical point of view that you want to do, it is only one step. You just come here in activate valuation areas. You go for activate material ledger. And here, you just go for your valuation area. I don't know S-log is available here or not. Yes, it is. So you just need to click on this material ledger activation. And this is also 2. This should be always 2. If you see here also, when you get the error, if I try to save this, if I click on question mark, it is specifically saying that go to OMX1 and mark this as active, and in the price determination column, enter 2. Okay, so it is very clearly specified that you need to follow whatever is explained there. So in OMX1, as you can see, in 1511, there was a direct screen where you were clicking on activate and price determination indicator 2, nothing else. You just do this, your first step of OMX1 is done. But now, this is in 1511, very straightforward. Okay, if you go to 1610, same configuration. Okay, before, or maybe let me show you this. Let me come out of this. See the difference. Activate valuation areas for material ledger. See that activate material ledger for valuation areas. Some difference, okay, in the terminology. But before this, you can see there are 2 additional steps which are available in 1610. Okay, in 1511, we were getting this option directly, activate material ledger, but here we are getting 2 additional steps. What exactly are this? And even if I directly go for this, activate material ledger for valuation area, which is OMX1, see the difference here. If you compare these 2 screens, see valuation area company code, valuation area company code. Then it is directly whether it is active or not, price determination, and this. So it is available here, activated or not, price determination, and this. These 2 columns are additional, status and material ledger type. These are the 2 additional things which are added in 1610. What is the purpose of this? I'll tell you. So for making this configuration, first you need to follow these 2 activities. Let's go to this. What it is saying, assign currency types and define material ledger types. So let's say this is a material ledger type. This is a standard material ledger type which is provided by SAP. Now, as I told you, the first requirement, if you are using material ledger, the parallel currency requirement, that apart from my local currency which is INR, I also want to update all the results in USD. So USD is one currency. How many such currencies can be defined parallelly in material ledger? There can be 2 parallel currencies. So 1 local currency, 2 parallel currencies. So up to 3 currencies can be updated for a single transaction. Now the question is, which 3 currencies? Where do you define that? Which 3 currencies should be updated in the material ledger? So normally till 1511, the 3 currencies were taken from company code. From financial point of view, when you create a company code, you have the option of defining 3 parallel currencies, total 3 currencies, 1 main currency and 2 additional currencies. So same 3 currencies are taken in material ledger also in 1511. But now in 1610, SAP has provided additional benefits, which means you can decide whether that 3 currencies should be taken from FI or that 3 currencies should be taken from controlling, or you want manually to provide which 3 currencies you want to update. So let's say if I am using this material ledger type, if I click on this and go further, see currently there is only 1 currency which is assigned. So if I have a requirement where I don't want to use additional currencies, I can keep this as only 1. This is by default. Local currency, company code currency will be updated for each and every transaction by default. But apart from this, I can add up to 2 additional currencies. Let's try to do that. So if I click on new entry, these are the different currencies which are available in the system, and I can specify which one I want to use. So let's say, for example, I want to use controlling area currency as a second currency. what it is saying. Okay, this is already being used. Material ledger type is already being used in other areas. That is the reason it is not allowing. So just for demonstration purpose, I will just create another one. I will go back from here. So let's say new entry. This is nothing but test. And now I will use this to define the currencies. So one is by default, as I told you, company code currency is going to be by default. I want to additionally provide controlling area currency and let's say group currency. So now I am done with 3 currencies. If I try to add 4th currency, let's say for example hard currency, enter, see the message. Maximum number of currencies is 3. You cannot have more than 2 additional currencies. One is your company code currency and you can have 2 additional currencies, not more than that. So now the additional flexibility is provided where you are free to choose the currencies that you want to use in material ledger. Earlier it was automatically taking from FI. Now it is providing you the option that you can create your own parallel currencies. Okay, so you create a material ledger type here and you assign the different currencies in the first step. Second step, you assign the material ledger types to valuation areas. So here you will specify that for S-log, I am going to use material ledger type 9000, which is the only one available as of now. So now this has been turned into green, which means my material ledger type is assigned to valuation area. If I save this, now if I go to the third activity, which is exactly same as we seen in 1511, here, if I go for S-log, it is showing as green, which means the material ledger type is assigned to valuation area, but it is still not active. This indicator is still available. So what I need to do, I need to tick on this, saying that yes, material ledger is active for this plant, and price determination indicator, as I said you, 2. It is going to be always 2 for SAP S/4HANA. In ECC, 2 and 3 were supported. In SAP S/4HANA, only 2 is supported. There is a reason from controlling point of view. So transaction based versus I think second one is single or multi-level, which means whether you want the currencies based on the transactions that you are doing, or you want single multi-level means it is not based on the transaction. You are fixing something in the configuration that will be taken care. Okay, so let's say 2 is only supported and click on save. Now the message you are getting here is after activating material ledger, live data must be converted. Okay, I'll show you what exactly is this. So if I go back to our transaction, we were getting the error here, and as I told you, if I click here, it shows me to perform 2 transactions, OMX1, which we already done. Second is, it is asking you to make material ledger productive, which is the error, which is the message that we got when we were saving this. So we need to run also another transaction called as CKM start. Now what is CKM start? So let's say for example, if you are coming from system conversion point of view, your customer was already using the normal inventory valuation till now. He was not using material ledger. So all his data is available in the traditional tables. Now in SAP S/4HANA, since material ledger is mandatory, there are new set of tables. So when you are activating it, that is not sufficient. You need to migrate all the data which is available in the older tables to the new tables, right? If you only activate it, that is not sufficient. You need to migrate their old data which was available in old inventory valuation tables to the material ledger tables, and that is the reason you are required to run a second transaction also. Okay, so it is very important in case of conversion. In case of new implementation, it is not very much important, but still it has been kept as mandatory. So currently we have created this new company code. There is no data at all, which is in the old tables. So it will be done within the seconds. But when you are doing in the productive system, in the conversion system, when company was used from 2-3 years or maybe 5-10 years, then it can take hours to complete this task. And that is the reason this has to be done in the background. Let me show you what exactly is that transaction. CKM start. Production startup of material ledger. You are specifying the plant here. So plant is S/log. Either you can perform the test run or you can perform the actual run. So it will not allow till the time I'm not coming out of the screen. Let me just close this because this plant is being processed. I hope nothing is open from this plant point of view. Okay, and let's try to remove this test run and perform this as a background processing. Start immediately. Okay, so job has been scheduled. Now let's go and see the job. Okay, so it is finished. Okay, so both the activities, the error that we were getting, one was the activation of material ledger and second was the production startup for material ledger. Both these activities are done. Now let's try to do the MICO with same purchase order number. Okay, and let's try to post it. Now that error you can see that is not appearing, which means from material ledger point of view, your error is resolved. But as I told you, this was just a technical activation. You have not activated any functionalities in material ledger. If customer is in real need of material ledger functionalities, then there are a lot of other configurations which are also required. Technical activation is not sufficient. Okay. Now this is the error related to the financial document FBN1. The interval 50 does not exist. So what I'll do is I'll go to transaction FBN1, which is the financial document number ranges, and so that I should not get this message again and again for different intervals, what you can do is you can copy it from 0001. So whatever number ranges are maintained for company 0001, I want to copy all that into slog. Okay, copied. Now let's see what is available, whether all the intervals are available or not. You can see all the intervals are available including 50. So this is the accounting document number which will get generated now. Okay, let's try to post this again. Now there is another error called as balancing field profit center. This is related to document splitting functionality, which is the new GL functionality which belongs to financials. We don't want to go into that. So what I suggest to you also, whenever you are working on this server, again, not in your development quality or production system. I'm only talking from this system point of view where you are creating your test company. Okay. In your own server, if you are getting this error, you need to contact your financial person to understand what is this issue and he will solve that. Okay, but for you, just go to this financial accounting new, general ledger accounting, business transactions, document splitting, and activate document splitting. Here you just go and deactivate this particular functionality from your company code. So I'll go to slog and I'll say, yes, this is inactive. Okay. Let's go back. I don't think it will go ahead. Before this, we need to come back, but let's try to post this. Yes, so let me go once again to transaction MyGo. Save. Now there is another error. Correct the customizing settings for ledgers for universal journal. Now again, this is one of the error which will not find in ECC. And again, this is not relevant to logistics. This is the error which is related to simple finance. How to solve that? It is very easy, because even when you will be practicing on this server, this activity has to be done mandatory, otherwise you will not be able to proceed. I'll show you how. So just click on this question mark, and if you click this particular link, it will take you to the related error. What exactly is the error? Just click on this. The error is the version 0 of CO area slog is not assigned to any ledger. This is the error. Okay, the version 0 of CO area slog is not assigned to any ledger, and there is another error, default values of posting and controlling not defined in company code slog. What needs to be done? So for that, let me close this. You need to go to SPRO. SAP reference IMG, financial accounting new, or maybe you can go to migration to SAP S/4HANA Finance. This is the migration cockpit which we are going to understand towards the end of this course. Okay, in this you need to go to preparation and migration of customizing. There is preparation and migration of customizing for general ledger accounting. And here there is one activity called as define ledger for CO version. For your controlling area, you need to assign the ledger to version 0. It is very simple. Just click on new entry. Our controlling area is slog. Controlling area version that we are using is 0 and ledger is 0L. You just need to update this information here, which is mandatory from financial point of view. Okay, so slog version 0 and ledger 0L. Just save this. All the warnings, you can just avoid that. Come out of this, and there was another error which was telling you default values are not available. So go to this, check and define default values for postings in controlling. Okay, and here for your own company code, what you can do is you can just copy this from 0001. You just need to change the company code. That's it. Now this is the error which is not relevant to us. This is for ZSUN. Let me just remove this. Okay. Okay. So whenever you are creating the company, although these are the settings which are not expected from you to do, but yes, if you are working on this server, you are creating your own company codes. These kind of issues are normal because we are working on the server, which is not only the logistics server, it also includes the simplified financial functionalities, because of which some of these screens are impacted from financial point of view. So there are not much. We already seen 2 or 3 things, but apart from this, you don't need to worry. Now I think whatever transactions you will do, there will be no dependency on finance anymore. Okay, so we were in the transaction Migo. Let's hope now it will be posted. Let's click on post. Okay, so finally your document is posted. Material document number is this.